the coronavirus vaccine. It's the reason Pfizer has groupies now. As more and more people get vaccinated, it's going to be safer for all sorts of places to open up again. But the question is, how will businesses know which of their customers actually have been vaccinated? Well, one possibility that's come up is a whole different kind of V card.
Beyond those vaccine record cards people get when they receive their shots, there has been talk about carrying vaccine passports.
Vaccine passports, proof of vaccinations to get into concerts, sporting events, or even travel. With no national standard, states, companies, and healthcare providers are now coming up with their own options. New York State releasing Excelsior Pass for people to upload digital vaccine information and COVID test results. While overseas, many European countries, Japan, Israel, and global airlines are pushing their own vaccine passports, hoping to jumpstart tourism.
Yes! Welcome to the world of vaccine passports, which I think are a great and simple way to show that you're immune from corona. I mean, I've just been going around yelling that I've been shot, and you'd think people would relax knowing that I've been vaccinated, but they always seem to freak out. People are weird. People have become weird, am I right? Not to mention, this can help give businesses peace of mind, you know? American businesses want to know that the customers legally carrying assault rifles into their store aren't going to sneeze on anyone. It's safe. And by the way, this isn't an actual passport, okay? Which is a good thing, because my passport photos always end up looking like this. I don't know why you take the picture as I'm always sneezing. Also, why am I always sneezing? It's just proof of vaccination, which may sound like a novel idea, but it's really nothing new.
I like the idea of the passport in terms of identifying people. We do it all the time. You can't go to college without being vaccinated for meningococcus. You can't go to the Mecca on Hajj unless you've been vaccinated for the same bacteria. So we've used this in a zillion different places.
When I registered my kids for camp, I have to go get proof of their vaccination. When they go back to school, I'm going to have to show proof of their vaccination, not for COVID because they're not old enough, but for all the other things they get vaccinated for. I've traveled to many, many countries where you have to have a yellow card showing that you've been vaccinated for yellow fever. So none of this stuff is new.
That's right. People already have to prove that they've been vaccinated for a ton of reasons, right? Travelers have to be vaccinated to get into many countries. Kindergarteners, they have to get their cootie shot before they go to school. And college students can't enroll until they've been vaccinated, because the last thing college students want is a meningitis breakout, ruining their gonorrhea breakout. But just like most things in America, vaccine passports aren't without controversy. In fact, Republican governors in Texas and Florida have already banned businesses in their state from requiring one. And the very idea of vaccine passports has Fox News so freaked out, they've started standing up for the undocumented.
The idea of a vaccine passport is un-American. It's likely unconstitutional.
This vaccine passport is just another way to control the American people. It's absolutely wrong. It's antithetical to freedom. It's antithetical to the American way.
A nightmare, Orwellian infrastructure of control, an unprecedented, undemocratic power grab.
It's wholly illegal. It's like saying, we'll just let private industry discriminate against Americans based on their biological characteristics, which was exactly what Nazi Germany did.
It's so ironic to me that China brought this pandemic to the rest of the world, and now Western countries are starting to act like China in terms of their surveillance, in terms of forcing people to do things, to have control of all aspects of their lives.
I am not overstating this. I can't say it forcefully enough. This is literally the end of human liberty in the West.
Okay, first of all, this is not the end of human liberty in the West. Right? That happened in 2001 when they shut down Napster. Oh, so I can't own your song just because I never paid for it? That's some bullshit, man. I also wonder if anyone has ever said the phrase, "I'm not overstating this," and then not completely overstated something. Like, has anyone ever said, "I'm not overstating this. Ham is made from pigs"? And look, they can say that this is Nazi Germany, but nobody's forcing you to get a vaccine passport. Like, if you don't want one, don't get one. You'll just have to pay a coyote to sneak you into Dunkin' Donuts. Honestly, I really want to know what Fox News is going to do when there's an actual existential crisis, like a real one. Because everything for Fox News is a crisis. Everything. Dr. Seuss is a crisis. Vaccination cards are a crisis. If America's ever invaded, Fox is gonna be like, yo, this is like that time they got rid of Mr. Potato Head's penis. Now look, just because Fox News is being dramatic doesn't mean that there aren't some legitimate concerns around a vaccine passport, especially if that passport ends up being a smartphone app.
I think if we're going to look at passports, we also have to look at equity with those passports. Fred, not everybody has a smartphone. I have lots of patients with flip phones, with those little burner phones where they get a certain number of minutes and then it's done. And those people can't have these apps. So we need to find a solution that works for everybody. There's also got to be some kind of paperwork, some other way of doing this. Some ideas that have been floated out there are like the little bracelets that you get when you go to Disney where you scan through everything. What if we can get those to people? We need to really think about how to do this equitably so that everybody who has a vaccine can have some record of having had a vaccine.
That's right. Not everybody has a smartphone. So vaccine passports can't just be an app. But paper vaccine passports could have all kinds of issues too. You know, they can be forged, they can get lost. A girl could trick you into writing your phone number on it and now she's vaccinated, which is why we need to think outside the box. If you want an easy way for people to prove they're vaccinated, just leave the needle in. Or if that's impractical because it's a health hazard, then just make the passport t-shirt. Yeah, it's perfect for a night out at the bar or the opera, whatever. The point is, however we do vaccine passports, we need to make sure that they're accessible to everyone who wants it. Otherwise, it's not fair. And if we don't do vaccine passports, well, we need to come up with an easy way of identifying who didn't get the vaccine. Like, I don't know, maybe a hat?